Hey, what's going on people, BareFox here and welcome back to another brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the best Fortnite config settings for new chapter 4. Once again, this guide will help you to fix your FPS, lower your input lag and better visibility, so make sure to watch it till the end. Do not skip any step. Also, don't forget to leave your specs in the comments below so I can reply to each one of you individually. And with all that said, let's get started. Alright, first things first is you have to drop into your game and follow the best settings, and for that you have to go and head over to your settings section, and here are the best visibility settings for FPS. First things first, you have to go into your display and make sure that you're running this game on full screen. Make sure you guys do not use any other window mode because full screen will basically stop your background apps and that will give you a better FPS. For resolution, I highly recommend you guys to go with your base resolution, but if you want more FPS, you can go with stretch resolution. I will pin down the best stretch resolution down in the comments below, so make sure to go and check it out. Then again, VSync, I highly recommend you guys to turn this into off because VSync will increase your input delay as well as lower your FPS. So once again, go and make sure that your VSync is turned off. Then for your frame rate limit, I highly recommend you guys to go and check out your monitor's refresh rate. If it is 240 Hz, like that is for me, you can reduce it down to 240. It is 144 for you, you can reduce it down to your monitor frame rate limit, as the new engine that renders the game right now will be performing much better on these frame rate limits. Once again, if you are a super low end PC and you are concerned about your FPS more than the quality of the game, go ahead with performance lower graphical fidelity. This is a new mode and it is currently out of beta. That means it will give you the best FPS possible out there, so I highly recommend you guys to go with the performance lower graphical fidelity. Then for the brightness, I have kept it 200. It is a personal preference. If you want to change it, you can change it back. For the best visibility, I recommend you guys to use Tritanope or Protanope at colorblind strength at 5 to 7. Whatever suits best for your monitor, because these are the brightest and it will make your game look much better than the normal version. Then down below you will have the graphics quality set to performance mode. Make sure that your 3D resolution is set to 100% because you don't want your game to be pixelated. Right below that, you want your view distance always set to be near or medium because anything above that is pointless. And even if you're using snipers, near would do much better. You don't want anything above near. For textures, always recommend to low, and make sure to turn off the auto download high resolution texture and the option down below that. It is highly system demanding and you do not want it on. Also for meshes, keep it to low because you do not want your builds to take a lot of your FPS. Just by doing this step, simply click on A or apply these settings, then go into the game settings over here, and for your matchmaking region, you can select your matchmaking region where you get the lowest ping. Don't set it to auto because it can pick up any other region, so just go and set your region manually. Down below that, you have to go all the way down and make sure that your replays are turned off. Disabling your replay will also save a lot of your FPS, so I highly recommend you guys to keep this thing off. Once you're done with the best in-game settings, I highly recommend you guys to press Windows and R key together and then type in %temp%. Once you are in this folder, go back to your local folder and then search for Fortnite game. Once you are here, go into the saved folder, then go into configs, Windows client, and you will find game user settings.ini. What you have to do is go into the properties of this file and make sure that it is not set to read only. Once you are done with that, you have to simply double click and open it up with your notepad. Once you are here, you have to look up for the B motion blur. Make sure that it is set to false, as well as B show grass. Make sure to set this thing to false. Rendering your grass will take up a lot of your FPS and you do not want that, so I highly recommend you guys to make sure to set this thing to false. Also make sure to set your latency tweak 1 to false and latency tweak 2 to 2. Right below that, you will find your DLSS quality and everything related to ray tracing. Once again, if you have anything over here set to true or any other values, I highly recommend you guys to set this thing to false. You will also have your display gamma right down beneath over here, and you want to set it to 2.2 with 5 zeros following next to it. Then you are looking for allow download high res MIPS, and you have to set this thing to false. Then right beneath it, you will find allow multi-threaded rendering, and I recommend you guys to use it. Make sure to set this thing to true, as this will give you drastic performance issues. But make sure to press your Ctrl Shift and Escape key together and open up your task manager, then go into your performance section, then go into your CPU section, and what you're looking for over here is the amount of cores. You can see over here my cores are 12 and my logical processors are 24. If you have anything above 4 on both of these things, you can set this thing to true, and that will give you insane FPS boost. But if you are having any computer that has under 4 cores, then make sure to keep this thing off, because turning this thing on won't give you any performance boost. Also, you are looking for the frame rate limit over here, which is by default set to 240 over here for my monitor's base resolution. And if you have a monitor of your base resolution of 60 Hz, then set it to 57. If you have a monitor of base resolution 144, then set this thing to 141. So basically you have to reduce 3 FPS from your base Hertz or your base refresh rate of your monitor, and for me that is 237, because 240 minus 3 is 237. It can be 141 for you, 57, maybe 162 or 357 depending upon your refresh rate. Also scroll down until you find this scalability group, and then you have your shading quality over here. Make sure to set your shading quality to 3 because that's the lowest apparently, and rest everything set it to 0. Once you're done with that, simply press your Ctrl and S key together, and now you can drop into your Fortnite game and enjoy those cheesy FPS out there. I hope this video might have helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button down below. It seriously helps me out growing my channel a lot. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay tuned, keep watching BareFox, and peace out.